Wednesday. It's already that time on a Wednesday. A little bit, I guess I should rephrase that. It's a different time than our normal time Wednesday, which I can tell is probably affecting the stream today, which is just fine. That's okay. I did not get an announcement on it early enough. So, hey there, Wanzo. Hey, Timster, Mike C. How's it going? There's more of you in chat than what YouTube is telling me, so that's good. Welcome in. Apologize for a different time. I think I'm gonna have to start pushing the time to 7 every single Wednesday. That will allow me to keep it consistent, allow me to get around dinner time. It's just really been hard with the push at 6:30 to get through everything, and jump on here and hang out with you guys. Hey there, Chris. Welcome in, sir. So I'm sure many of you are very confused by the title. It's a cornhole thing. And going like, what is this guy talking about cornhole? Of course, many of us are unable to throw a cornhole or play cornhole due to limitations of our arms, different disabilities, etc., etc. So I had the opportunity to, yeah, of course you know about it. And totally normal there. Welcome in, sir. Hey, welcome in, Lidlock. So we're gonna talk about the cornhole machine that I got to use over the weekend on Sunday with a friend of mine, Enoch, and Dan was also there, Mr. Totally Normal, helping out. But it was awesome. We had a lot of fun. We ended up winning the tournament somehow. I don't really quite understand how that happened, but somehow I guess we won. I really couldn't quite figure that one out, but I guess we did. Yeah, and it's a really cool robot or robotic arm. I don't know if we're gonna call it a robot, more like robotic arm. I got some videos, have some picture-ish kind of things of it. So kind of show you guys, talk about it, figure out how it all went down. So I guess I'll kind of back up with the story. So there is a local nonprofit here in the Portland metro area called the Oregon Spinal Cord Injury Connection. They've been a big part of basically my life since I've been here. Even though I don't have a spinal cord injury, they're just a local spinal cord injury like community that basically allows people that have maybe been newly injured to kind of get together and talk about disability related stuff, insurance, Medicaid, just issues in caregiving, just like a community. And when I first moved here, I didn't really have a community or wasn't really involved in the disabled community. They kind of brought me under an umbrella, and I helped them out with some stuff, and yeah, it's been a really good connection. So I've been a part of that organization for quite a while, and I got asked to be a part of a committee to help come up with some ideas along with a high school of engineering students to figure out some ideas for some sort of cornhole device and how it would work. So I was part of the committee to help kind of come up with some initial designs. They took our initial thoughts and came up with a product basically to be able to use for anybody. Doesn't matter what you're, I mean, you could, it would work for somebody who's even paralyzed from the neck down. It makes no difference. All you need to do is be able to click a micro switch either. Let's see, you can't see it on camera if I move my head. Wait for the camera to pick up. There I go. See that switch right there next to my head? You could even use something as easy as that. Any micro switch whatsoever. Yeah, that was very weird on stream. I just watched a replay. Oh, that's hilarious. Anyways, any type of micro switch and it works totally fine. So I guess let's go ahead. Maybe you guys are gonna have questions about it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let me pull up some information first. So here is the organization. We're going to go ahead and put chat for the bots to pick up because, bots like websites and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here to the organizational photo just to show you these awesome group of people. And we had it at a local, here's our local VFW place. It's actually pretty cool. Let me get my screen switched over here. Matt, you saw me in New Mobility. I guess I was on the New Mobility, right? I did forget that they posted about that. So obviously we don't need my, get rid of my keyboard there. Sorry about that. But this is basically the group of the people to help put it on. A part of another organization called OC Cornhole, which I think is like Oregon Cornhole. I think basically what the OC stands for. Really awesome organization. These people are the ones that put it all together, and it was super awesome. So super thankful for that. And I'm gonna switch back here to a different screen, and I just want to make sure that all the stuff here I'm going to show you is good. It doesn't contain any personal identifying information. So, all right. Because unfortunately these images and stuff are hard to come by here. All right, so here is a picture of the robot, and obviously you recognize who that guy, well, here we go, put a mouse over here. You recognize him. That is my good friend Enoch. I imagine me sitting right there. I haven't had time to Photoshop myself in there because I had to leave about 30 minutes before the end of the tournament, which kind of sucks. Anyways, let's talk about this arm thing. So basically, it's a robotic arm here, and it's kind of like flat and kind of looks like a spatula on the end. It basically, totally normal. Basically was placing the bags for us. And there's two remotes. There's one that kind of look like what did we call those? Totally normal, like trigger, kind of like the dead man switch, kind of things that people would use. You see in movies, it's like a single button you have to hold down. They basically have, yeah, basically he'd have to hold that down, and I would click a switch with my hand, and the numbers would count up from 0 all the way to 10. It'd be like 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, all the way up to 10. And we got it kind of dialed into where we were basically, I have to click the button exactly at 1 point. I think we're doing like 1.5, 1.6. So I had to make sure I clicked it exactly at 1.5 or 1.6 seconds with my remote, and then it would then do a countdown and it would fire. So here's a pretty awesome video of it. And oh, actually, we even have better video thanks to participant that was there. Oh, hold on. Personal information. Timeout. Please hold for the next available screen. That's what happens when you click on a link in the middle of the stream there. Give me 1 second here. That was way too funny. That's always a constant thing with me, I swear. It's like, when is Ryan not accidentally putting stuff on the screen that's not supposed to? Thank you for this, Totally Normal. This video provided by Totally Normal. Okay. All right, we have all hidden information. Hidden, I apologize for the delay here. Give you guys a little desktop audio. And then we will be good. Okay, there we go.
8.9, 5-second countdown. Nice.
Ooh, that was a hole in one.
Close.
Let's get that again.
8.9, 5-second
So
countdown.
this is in the beginning. We were testing out different power settings. 8.9.
Nice.
And I can't tell that
Pretty
end this
close.
video
Oh yeah.
whether or not, and they can't really tell when it's, but see these lights right here? It was so powerful in the beginning that it kept hitting the lights up here on the top of the ceiling, which I thought was quite interesting. I need to do some adjusting. All right, I do have one more video here. Let me get it saved. I'll do another little spot here and be able to show you guys much better videos than what I had lined up. So all right, I know you guys can hear it. Let me back it up and switch back to desktop. Round 2. Hello, White Raven. We are checking out the robot cornhole arm thing. So Enoch here has got like a dead man switch in his hand. I have like a micro switch down here in my hand, and I'm leaning over to read the screen for that countdown. And fire. It takes a little bit of time to fire. Not quite as good as this video, because this video at least gets like the hole in one.
0.9, 5-second countdown.
Gives you at least a better.
Nice.
And it was kind of
Pretty
actually kind of
close.
crazy, like to
Oh
have
yeah.
that thing there. And in the beginning, it was really difficult to get it to be consistent. Like I had to keep changing the angle of it, and luckily, Totally Normal was there, and he was able to really piece it together. And yeah, we don't really have any clips of it later on, but it was really dialed in. Actually, I think I do. I have a clip here. I can't play the audio due to copyrights, but at least it'll give you another view of it. And you can't really tell. If you go on my Instagram, you can actually click on this video and see it. But there's another bean bag right there, or cornhole bag, and that one comes in and knocks them both in with one shot. And this is when we were doing like a 1.8 rating, something like that. Yeah, and Totally Normal whipped out the high-speed camera to see what the bag was doing when it was leaving. And we determined it's all about the bag placement basically being placed about like an inch from those screws, or like on top of those screws, and the screws would kind of hold it and allow it to fly off of there correctly. It was a crazy device. But yeah, we definitely made the adjustments based on the high-speed camera, for sure. Here's another video.
I don't know, that's not hitting the lights. I don't know, that's not.
And it's so close for hitting the lights, and exactly, I don't know how. When somebody said, "Why is it not hitting the lights?" I have no idea. And then, oh, this is the image again of the. Oh, I guess it's another close-up of my video where you can actually really see it pretty well in this video. But the most interesting thing is this. Like I said, this placement of the bag had to be perfect, and Totally Normal was like nailing it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like we had a great time. It was a good turnout. It was interesting. You can't really tell in this video here, but it's kind of like on a Harbor Freight wheels in the front. So every single time it would go, if you kind of watch down here, when it goes, it would kind of jimmy pretty hard, and it would shimmy forward like a few millimeters. So we'd have to kind of constantly do a little bit of some adjusting constantly to kind of get it to stay where it would. It doesn't. The legs weren't long enough for us to change the angle like this. And then the other thing we found out too is, most of the time when you, which I wish we had some video of these people throwing cornhole regularly, but when they do the cornhole toss, a lot of people do a really big, long, I guess you could say like an arc. And with this machine, we figured we kind of angle it down in the front a little bit and make the arc like less like a rainbow and more like a half of the arc. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like a really bad description, but the arc was just lower and slower, and it basically we figured that it was better for then landing and then sliding in the hole. But there were a few times that we actually got direct hits right into there. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, but we definitely did hit the lights were hit once or twice in the beginning for sure. I don't know how those didn't break or have any issues, but yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot that New Mobility magazine tagged me in that thing, so that's pretty funny. Hey Kelly, how's it going? Dropping in for a minute to say I'm still alive, working on final plans to submit LA County building permits. Ooh, dude, that's super exciting, dude. Hope that works out for you, Kelly. Get you down into some warmer weather. You sent a picture of it? Oh, there's literally you weren't kidding. It's literally a picture of me in the magazine. What? Wow. I feel like I need to get a copy of that magazine now. I totally forgot about that. Thanks, Lidlock. Let's see here. Hey, look. Who's that guy? Down here, maybe wearing the same sweatshirt? Oh, no, different sweatshirt. Huh. What was this, the May edition? I don't remember. What did I write about, Lidlock? I totally forget. Sometimes I get like asked to like write things and be placed in the magazines and things, and I like totally forget. That's awesome. So that's in the May issue. I guess that was last month's issue, and I totally forgot I was in the magazine. That's awesome. I'm gonna see if I can find it on their website. Because I honestly have no idea what I even said in that article. And I'm sure you guys are all curious too. Thanks for sending that over, sir. Anybody got any questions about the robot arm or anything? We got all kinds of time here to talk about it. Since you guys have seen it. There has been maybe some ideas or possibility to, I don't know, the possibility of maybe somebody being able to yeah, well, Kelly, to me it's not like, I don't know, I feel like I'm in it, I don't know, it's not I guess the first time or last time. I don't remember, because it's like sometimes things are done like ahead of time. If that makes any sense. So that's probably why I didn't remember. It's probably about, most likely it's probably, I'm guessing it has to do with the caregiving thing. Yes, it was motion. It's all done by electric motors. There's two of them basically pulling up and doing the arm at the same time. So yes. I'm trying to find an article here. You guys can probably hear the magazine swiping again too. Let me remute my desktop in case some sort of copyright something comes on or something. That is actually kind of funny though, that I totally did not know I was even in there. I think it has to do with the crisis of caregiving. There we go. YouTube owns the sound of paper. Oh no. Does that mean I'm gonna get copyright strike? Because I forgot to mute that? Oh, that's great. That's priceless. Anyways, yeah, so it was about the caregiving things. Yeah. It's been crazy tough. It's basically talking about me going through it and finding people and using Indeed to find caregivings, and basically modifying my home currently at the moment, which some of you may or may not know, but modifying the home to get it to a live-in caregiver. I am drinking raspberry tea, which is always my 7 p.m. thing, always doing that. Wind to wait, they own the sound of wind? So any wind noise, if it gets on your video, they get copyright strike? I'm just curious how wind copyright works. I'm asking for a friend. Just in case it gets, not to expect to get windy in here, but it could get windy. Ah, that sounds actually pretty nice, sir. I would definitely be doing that, but coffee, unfortunately, would keep me awake. At least at this time of night. So if any of you are interested in reading my little blurb in a new mobility, I will go ahead and post that link in chat. It's actually a really good little. It's actually a really. They did a actually really good job. In writing up what they did with that whole section. Just talking about basically the whole. You know, basically low attendant wages and like how hard it is to even find decent care, which I know, Kelly, you know firsthand, to find even type even quality care where you're at is, yeah. Yeah, I think it's page 30 something, 30, I think. For some reason, the link never went into chat. That's strange. It's almost like the bot blocked my own link. Let me see if I can find you guys a shortened link. That's crazy fast acceleration of that arm. At first thought it was pneumatic. No, it was all motor, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Here, I'll give you guys a smaller link. And you guys can click on the View Digital Edition on the bottom of this link, and that will take you, that link should come through. I have no idea why that didn't come through. For some reason, chat is not coming through. There it goes. Yeah, interesting. Okay, my video 12 hours of sleeping cats has wind and rain sounds, and I got tagged for copyright on that. That's crazy. TM got a claim once. Really? Both of you guys have claims on that? I hear is there are fighting to get up to yeah, and don't forget, you know, other places in the country. I mean, there's still people that are PCAs and caregivers are still doing $9 an hour, which is just insane. So yeah, it's a really good a good article. So definitely hit that up. I totally forgot that I was in there. So thank you, Ladok. Oh, good. That's huge. Definitely in the same range there, Kelly, on this end, and even more depending on the person. Yeah, and I think it's one of those things that should be like automatically at that level. I think everyone should be paid at that level, period, no matter where you live. But unfortunately, that doesn't way that's not the way our world works and allows it to work, which is, yeah, should not be the case. Oh, that's a new improvement. That's huge, Kelly. But it's something that actually very fortunate to be in the state of Oregon where they do allow that. And even your own children and your own family can also be paid. I believe in Washington State too. I don't know about your spouse in Washington State, but I know you can here in Oregon. Or they can, I guess I should say. They can be paid. Totally normal. Do you remember what size of controller they were using on those motors? On that robot that we're looking at? They pay for they could pay for chloroformins? Oh, because you said CFC. That's the name of the program. Gotta love it. I never saw the controller. It was hidden away somewhere. Yeah, that's so funny that you noticed that, Lidlock. That's something that Totally Normal saw right away. He's like, that's an MK battery. But they set it up in a servo configuration, yeah. This is crazy how much power that thing put down. Like when it flung it, like it was, that metal arm had a lot of power behind it. I should put that on as like the background. Just that thing just swinging the whole entire rest of the stream. Oh, he pointed out to you. Of course he did. Yeah. Oh, what are we... Look, what's happening with this microwave? And should I be concerned? Did you just... Oh, that's great. I have to show that. That's actually really funny. Thanks, dude. Oh, that's priceless. That's like bike wheels on a car. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. This is a special advertisement from Lidlock. Just tossing that out there. You should totally turn this into a quick little. Actually, I think I might have to maybe use this video, Lidlock, and slap it on Instagram. It's actually kind of funny.
It's you. May June, page 31.
That's awesome. Thank you. At least everyone knows exactly what page to find me on. If you're looking for me, there you go. Find me in your nearest microwave. Oh, all right. Totally Normal had created a nice. Oh wait, you guys never even did that even come through? Did I even switch to desktop, or did I just watch that video all by myself and laughed about it? I had the feeling I never switched that to desktop. Or did I? I don't know. I'll put it back on there. I feel like I'm losing my mind currently. Oh, you guys saw it? I'm doing it again. You get an extra ad.
It's you. May June, page 31.
That's great. Oh, that is a ginormous image. What is happening here? Oh, that's what's happening. There we go. This is from Totally Normal. Sorry for the repeat. This shows you kind of the configuration, the way it was made. Definitely a lot of got the Harbor Freight wheels. A lot of protective plexiglass. What's that stuff called again? Oh man. Not all thread, but whatever they make a lot of robotic stuff out of was pretty much a lot of it was on the cart put together with. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome time. It was good. It was definitely a really cool device. I wish I had some more like up close video and stuff with it, but there is talk of them making more than one, so there could actually be a competition, which would be just absolutely huge for us to be able to have a competition with these. So that way it's, I don't know, more fair, I guess, in a way. Not that I feel like this was like a dominating, like there's definitely some people that were really, really good at the game of cornhole that this thing can't even compete at. But for just going and trying it out and giving it access to people that normally could never play it, that to me is huge, because honestly, the more we can get like things like that and allow us to have tournaments or that kind of thing would be huge. Like it's just, yeah. Enoch is gonna rent that one out from them. Oh, cool. So we'll probably have some more better, like high quality definition videos. Probably like a whole YouTube video about it. Hey, welcome in, Mr. K. Checking in, huh? We're still here. I did see your message. Apologize, I didn't get back to before the stream. Power Sucker fundraiser blank tournament. John, what are you saying? Yeah, so just so everyone knows, cornhole is officially uh, not allowed in chat due to my awesome bot system. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, 2020 aluminum extrusion. All right, that makes sense. Oh, by the end, it was not fair. Huh? I mean, we won. Well, I mean, that's true. We had it kind of dialed in after a while. More better. I agree. Kelly saying I'm heading down to the river for king salmon fishing the next couple of days. I'll try to get some mud on my new lugs and shoot some video. Heck yeah, dude. Try to get that thing stuck. That would be amazing. Carl, I guess you missed the videos, huh? You kind of missed the whole thing where we're talking about. I mean, I guess you can always stream back to the beginning. Let's go and see robot action. After you left with maybe 4 throws total. Really? That's actually decent. There's a... I'll do a repeat for those that are just joining us. Or at least a quick re-demonstration of what I was up to this weekend. Oh, okay, gotcha. Cornhole robot.
0.9, 5-second countdown. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty close.
And the most interesting thing too, I forgot to talk about, is when I first got a chance to use this machine, the wood cornhole things we're using, they weren't painted and didn't have like the smooth lacquer on it. These do. So when that bag like lands right here, it just slides in like butter, which is something that I didn't necessarily prepare for. Oh, see you, Kelly. My microwave's for storage. Let's see, where's the other? Hold on, there's an additional video. I just don't know why it doesn't want to pull up. Oh, it is.
We alternate.
Hold the horn, almost. This is a bad shot, but 2, 1. And you can see with all the other people around, I mean, this was like a real, like, you know, fundraiser cornhole tournament. So it was actually really, it was a lot of fun. A lot of people were kind of like, whoa, what is that thing? I'm sure we'll be getting some commentary about that from the actual. I tried to use as many cornhole related tags as I could for it to get picked up, and I actually didn't know, but like cornhole is like a huge sport with like competitive teams, televised events. Like it's really blown up the last couple of years, which I had no idea. So yeah, so there you go. For those of you that missed it, there gives you an idea of what it looked like. It was a lot of fun. Definitely. I hope that it's something that could eventually be made into and available for people to be able to, with disabilities. Because like I said, the more sports and activities that are out there and available for people is just amazing. Like we need more of that. I'm all about that. See if I miss anything else here in chat. Oh, sorry to hear that, Carl. Let's see, what else did I miss? You only missed 4 throws the whole entire time after I left? That's incredible. Does that mean you're totally normal to go right in with the questions? Yeah, definitely sorry to hear that. They definitely had a really awesome life, for sure. I'm gonna check what else is here on my agenda to talk about and fill you in with what else is going on. We are, let's see, I am working on the power soccer program here in Portland is working on trying to do a camp next week. It's a 3-day camp that we're looking forward to. Something we've been kind of working on behind the scenes to get going. And then we have begun the process of figuring out a potential a tournament out here in Portland for the beginning of power soccer next season. Can't provide any details yet, but it's something we've been working on kind of behind the scenes, trying to figure out, how many teams, locations, just kind of getting a good general idea of getting that figured out. There's a lot of planning that needs to go into. Got to figure out hotels for people, transportation, food, like all that kind of stuff has to be thought about to host a tournament, because our goal is to have at least six at a minimum and 8 teams total to come out for a soccer tournament out here in Portland. Because there's really, we've always gone to a few tournaments and we really like them, but we figured it'd be really nice to have one out here in the Northwest to kind of bring some people out our direction, to hopefully help us out with 2 things. One, to help with the cost of travel being a little bit less. Yeah, 32. Wait, where did you get 32 from? No. 8 max. So 8 teams over 2 days. Our plan is hopefully 2 to 3 courts. So, welcome in here because Dan. Well, if Dan suggested it, it's good. How's it going? Welcome in. We were talking about a cornhole robot earlier. You'll probably have to click through a little bit back in the very beginning of the stream. We showed videos of it. Something I actually can put back on for you. If you don't want to rewind, that's fine. Not everyone's into rewinding live streams, and I don't blame them. It's not my jam either. It's like, wait, I missed it. Oh, but I try to keep my streams a little bit, not super long, but I try to keep them short. I have been known to do some really long ones though, especially if it's like a gaming night. Oh, those are long. Gonna go grab that book out of the microwave before I accidentally cook it. That's a great idea, Lidlock. We don't need that magazine lighting up the house. That would be like, so, do you want to explain how this happened? Like, well, let me tell you, I have the magazine in the microwave. Anyway, so the Power Soccer group, we're trying to coordinate together and put together a tournament and trying to figure out all the details of that. As you should. Dan is an amazing guy. We're showing off like I said, a robot arm that we all had the chance, including Totally Normal was also there, to use at a local tournament for cornhole, and it was really fun. I guess I will be kind, so you don't have to rewind, and I will put it back on for you. Apologize for that being loud if that startled anybody. All right, we'll do one more little replay of the video here.
8.9, 5-second countdown.
That's loud. I turned that down.
Nice. Pretty close.
I'm getting right in
Oh
there.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try.
It was a lot of fun. This is basically kind of the shooting over and over again, and it was we ended up winning. Oh, and we did, and with our winning, we did just go ahead and donate our winnings back to the organization who was the Oregon Spinal Cord Injury, because they were the ones that were doing this event. And we went ahead and did that and returned our winnings, which was awesome. Such a great organization. I'm so glad that I was a part of, I guess, the initial group of giving those high schoolers the idea of making it. And see, cornhole. Oh, you looked it up to find out what it means. Oh, I guess somebody would probably come across the title of that and be like, wait, what is this live stream about? That's actually pretty funny. I never thought about that. Actually, Maybe I did. I don't know. I kind of like the title. I did have a different title, and I deleted it, and I just said it's a cornhole thing. It just felt like it kind of fit a little bit better. And knowing Totally Normal, I'm sure he's got much better video footage of this event. They'll probably in his latest video. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's probably got a lot more video. I totally spaced on taking photos or video really when I was there, except for the one or two that are on my Instagram. My finger slipped, that's why it burned down. Yeah, I can see the fire department believing that. We need actuators to adjust the tilt. Yeah, that's something we told them too, is that some literal actuators would be kind of up and down to adjust that would be kind of super awesome. Well, at least it wakes you up and makes you think. Yeah, that's so true. I think that's real important when it comes to YouTube titles. I've kind of found in like descriptions, you really want to, I don't know, come up with stuff that really makes people want to click on it and learn about it and get to know who you are and stuff. So I definitely don't have any of the, I don't get to do any of the cool hands-on stuff that Totally Normal does, but I do tinker a lot with electronics. I have a lot of 3D printed cases on my desk right now and circuit boards, but it's really nothing that I'm really able to, unfortunately, show people without assistance because of my hands. Basically, I have my hand on the mouse, be able to control the stream and be able to talk, but other than that, I need assistance to do any of this stuff if I ever want to be able to show stuff on stream. So, yeah, something I'm trying to figure out and work on. I really want to install like an above camera. Do I like servers? Yes, I do. I have one running in my closet right now, and if you are picking up a computer fan noise now in the stream, it's actually just the live stream computer. The server's in a whole other room. But yes, I do use on-raid server. I have a 12-bay on-raid server that's got Docker and all kinds of crazy stuff running on there. Oh, and Home Assistant. Next to Totally Normal, I do use Home Assistant all around the house to turn, actually on and off the computers, all kinds of stuff. Which, if any of you missed last week's stream, you need to go back and watch last week's stream, because I do talk about the SwitchBot bot, which I use to turn on my computer. So the way my computer is up high on a desk and I can't reach the button. And with the SwitchBot bot, which is $29.99, I had a circuit board that I was able to buy for like $6. I'm basically able to use a Home Assistant or Google or anything else in the house. Sorry if I activated it was Google, to basically turn on my computer with my phone. I can be anywhere and turn it on, which is super helpful. So if those of you that struggle with, if you have a computer and you're trying to turn stuff on, I highly recommend the SwitchBot bot or any other device that you can't reach that you are constantly asking somebody else to turn on for you. They can, you won't have to do that anymore. Okay, I'm going to need some explanation here. I do see, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what I had received from the lock here. So it looks like we got some voice over IP type of setup. I see the server. I see your your switch. I'm trying to figure out, I'm assuming this is a voice over IP phone, and I'm assuming it's another standard switch on the top. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That way you can just like basically be able to turn it on when you want to. Oh yeah, the wake on, okay. Yeah, I was gonna maybe use wake on LAN, but oh, that's your firewall up top, and then your switch, and then your server, and then your VoIP. Did I catch it all right? That's the little, yeah, the little firewall. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I have a UDM Pro from Ubiquiti is what I use for my current firewall slash controlled access point slash everything. I decided to do corporate Ubiquiti products all in this house because I want to be able to have Wi-Fi basically outside. I have Wi-Fi basically like at the end of my driveway and all the way to the end of my backyard with 2 access points. So I'm very happy about having Wi-Fi wherever I need it. Gotta remind myself to mute desktop audio in case I get any wind noises or page noises and get copyright strike. I really hope that copyright strike doesn't come through. It's a huge server for storage. Okay, that's pretty cool. 48 to 64 terabytes. Ooh, that's more than I got. I think I'm running like a total of like 27 terabytes. I got the world's smallest server. You guys are all gonna nerd out in chat, which is totally fine. Let me see what else I had here on my agenda for today's stream. We covered the power soccer thing. What else do we need to cover? There was another item here on my list. Give me a second here. Let me pull up the rycandoit list. Something that's on my list. Let me see if I can access it here on my computer. Give me a second. And we'll see if we want to talk about it or not. I'm sure chat would be very interested in it. No, it does not work on a, or it doesn't work on a computer. All right, so it does work on a computer, but I'm not going to get onto it on a computer. So one of the other things that I will be talking about and actually sharing, I don't know, I think we're going to start doing like a weekly, I might do like a weekly update video. You guys have to tell me what you guys think. Is I was thinking, so right now I am testing a disability and dating theory. So I'm on 2 different dating websites. Eventually you guys will find out which ones, but I have one that basically says clearly in my description that yes, I'm in a wheelchair, and there's photos of me. You can obviously tell I'm in a wheelchair. And then on the other one, I don't say that I'm in a wheelchair at all, but it's very obvious in the photos. And I'm trying to kind of see which one, like if there's any difference in doing it that way. I have also experienced before in the past, which I did not do any videos on, about what happens if you like mention it in your profile, but then you don't show it in any pictures, just to kind of see if there's any difference. So I don't know if anybody in chat has any experience with that, or what anyone's thoughts on that. I figured I might just bring it up now and see if there's any interest in wanting to know the difference or hearing the weekly update to that. Because so far it's going interesting to say the least. That's all I'll say. I won't give any more details than that, but I'll give a second for chat to catch up. Oh man, I got somebody to send me the whole history of cornhole. I didn't even know there was a whole thing. Learn something new. That's the whole reason why we have chat. All right, let's go ahead and put this in chat so you guys can see it at the same time. That gives you guys to process and catch up to that 30-second delay of me chatting and you guys reading. All right, let's see if we can figure out the information of the cornhole. Well, I'm actually kind of curious myself, like where did that come from? I'll make it nice and big for everyone's viewing pleasure in the live stream here. Is the most desired game to have available, however, most constitutes history corner is somewhat mystery. Has it that a 14th century cabinet maker by the name after watching children toss rocks into a nearby groundhog's hole. It was so concerned with safety children he utilized carpentry to design a safer game. Interesting. Well, during this time, corn was utilized more often as weight rather than food. Oh. Interesting. They're just tossing corn. Why is corn popular? Of course, it started in the Midwest. Makes sense. The game emerged as a favorite pastime in Cincinnati about 15 years ago. Wow. I didn't realize only like 15. You figured that'd be something that would be a little bit newer than that. Yeah, barbecues, beaches, breweries. And then they talk about the professional cornhole. So in 2000, the champions of bags, Cobbs, I love that, to contend for a 5-day corner with a 50,000 cash prize on ESPN. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. I think maybe we need to get some more of those cornhole tossing machines, and we need to make it so we can end up on ESPN. I think we should get a better video of it next time we have the machine, or if our friend Enoch can get it, and we could be able to use it and tag ESPN with it. See if we can get on ESPN. I just spent a couple hours dealing with defective UPS batteries. Rack mount units are a real pain. Ooh, yeah, especially if it's a UPS, like trying to get that out of your rack mount. I'm sorry, Chris. That is definitely not for the faint of heart to deal with. 50K, let's go, right? That's what I'm talking about, Juan. So that's what I'm saying. If we can continue to have this sport like cornhole, like adaptive cornhole using that robotic arm, like that would be, there could be a lot of money involved. There could be like a whole separate like adaptive cornhole. It's like cornhole, but so it'd be called AC or a cornhole for adaptive. Just come up with a name for it. Well, I'm hoping that since like new mobility commented on it and a bunch of other people, hopefully it'll get going. Oh, 50 for soccer. Oh. You're saying that, well, we could use, we need to do the cornhole though to raise money for soccer one. So I like where your idea is going with that. But we need to probably do the cornhole first in order for us to go and do that. At least that's my thought process. I could be wrong, but all right. Let's see here. What else has been going on? We need to talk about. Let me pull my list here again. Yeah, we talked about the 3D printed thing. Make sure that everyone gets everyone knows about White Raven. I'm sure he's still here. He's a little quiet chap, but I know he's still here. If anybody needs any awesome 3D printed joystick knobs, he's your go-to guy. WhiteRavenMobility.com. Always like to throw him a plug. See, what we talked about this last month? We talked about the Air for All wheelchair seating on airplanes. We talked about that I think it was last week. Before that, we talked about the ultimate cell phone umbrella. We talked about the new wheelchair, which is, by the way, still going good. On Wednesday, I am going in for some adjustments. My armrest is too wide for me to, it's like basically 1.5 inches wider, which is making it more difficult to get through doorways. So I do need to, yeah, have them basically remold my armrest, which will be fun. I think also at the very beginning of the month, I think we did a Fortnite game, which or maybe that was the end of last month. Never mind, that was the end of last month. Yeah, and I think we also talked about caregiving. I think that was like 2 months ago. We talked about caregiving, which is not going good as far as that goes. You're welcome for the plug, sir. Is there any other subjects you guys have on your mind you guys want to talk about? So caregiving's not going great. I am in the process of doing some more looking again, but it's all for good reasons though. It's not for any bad reasons. Don't worry, things are good. I just need to start the old process again, going through the old Indeed. We should Rocket League. Yeah, we haven't done Rocket League in quite a while. I agree with that statement. Well, how many more Wednesdays do we have? We have 2 more. So what we'll do is we can schedule that one for the 28th of June, that live stream. Then we will do, that way gives everyone plenty of time. If anybody wants to download and install Rocket League on your phone, your Switch, whatever device you want to go with. Where is it, on your phone? Sorry, I meant Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, or computer. I don't think it's available on phone. I take the phone thing back. That's a great idea, though, Lonzo. We haven't done that in a while. Trying to see if there's anything else I've talked about like a really long time ago that maybe we never finished. I know I've been doing this for quite a while. I don't even know how many total live streams I've been having now. I sure should go back and look. I know at one point in time we talked about airlines and come up with some pretty funny airlines. Am I gonna live stream next week? Oh, ha! That is a great question. So next week, I don't believe there will be there's a possibility there'll be a stream, but I don't know. I will be at an event during this time, and I don't know if I'll be able to get home in time. And it kind of depends on what's going on at that event, whether or not I will stream or not. If I have permission for the people that I'll be around. So it's a possibility. There may not be a stream next week. I don't know. So, and they will be being pushed, by the way, to 7 p.m. every Wednesday. So if everyone wants to adjust, like when's Ryan on, it's going to be 7 p.m., not at 6:30. The 6:30 time just was not doable anymore to get on here during that time. So yeah, so next week it's definitely a maybe of doing the live stream. And then the week after that, though, will be Rocket League, because we have not done that in a long, long, long time. PDX is into cards. I hope so, okay. I just saw that at the top of chat. I hope you can make it back out this way. I have some other dates to give you, too, for you to put in your calendar. 7 p.m. is perfect. That's when my shadows come. And I get no more sunshine. Yeah, it's the thing. I feel like I need to do it at a later evening time so I get more, when everyone comes back inside from the sunshine. You can see from my window behind me, it's still quite bright and sunny out here in Oregon. Which a lot of people are going to be outside enjoying it to the last minute, because once that sun's gone, we know we got a whole many hours before it comes back up again and we can enjoy it. Especially today. It was really cloudy this morning. So we actually had nice evening sun. Well, I think we're going to end up probably winding it down. I know it was a little bit shorter of a stream tonight, but I want to keep things interesting and lively on the stream. And we definitely, that was the most exciting thing I had, was the cornhole robot, which hopefully a lot of people get a good kick out of, and want to ask lots of questions about it. But it's a really cool thing. It was done by a local high school engineering team. If you want to know who did it and all that things, go on my Instagram at rycandoit. You can also find me on Facebook at rycandoit, Twitter at rycandoit. Basically, at rycandoit, you just typed it into Google. I'm sure all my socials might pop up. I don't know. I've never tried to Google that. If somebody wants to Google that, let me know. Please do. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll be back again maybe next week, so I'm not going to say I will be. Maybe next week I'll let everyone know. Hopefully that same day I'll have maybe a game plan if I'll be live streaming or not. So, oh, thank you, Lidlock, for letting me know that that my article has been removed out of the microwave, and thank you. And that's also yeah, I will include that link as well into the video description. If any of you want to read my little blurb in the new mobility magazine and what I had to say, that will be in the video description down below. So, all right, everyone, have a wonderful night. Go read New Mobility Magazine. Great magazine, by the way. And I will be talking to you guys again next week. All right, everyone. Have a good night. And remember, if I can do it, so can you. Good night, guys. Oops. End stream.